Well, let's see here. Just got a GoPro. Let's see if I can... Hey, wait a minute. Looks like I'm in a right-hand drive truck. How'd I screw that up? I haven't found that setting. If anyone knows, feel free to give me some constructive criticism. But hey, look, it's the first right-hand drive icon. Kinda. So this is a 1965 FJ40 resto modded to the extreme into an Icon FJ44 six-passenger long wheelbase. This is Icon FJ number 76. Here we're going to show off a little bit of the rear suspension in action. You can't see them in this shot, the upper arms that is, but it's a 4-link triangulated setup with half-inch wall DOM steel, TIG welded with John Curry's Johnny joints all the way around with Fox Racing and iBox shocks and coils, coilover. This particular truck is set up with our 5.3 GM LS V8 aluminum with the Ace & Warner AX15 5-speed manual tranny to the Atlas 2 shift on the fly transfer case. This truck has our standard suspension system. It has our sport brakes. It has the ARB locking differentials. It has the sport pedals. It has the insulated soft top, the full-length roof rack with ladder, the auxiliary front and rear LED lighting, the Chilowich interior denoting that woven material on the seating as well as the insulated floor mats, and the fire extinguisher, full audio with amp and bass, satellite, iPod link, and I think that is it. Really like this truck. I mean, no matter what I do, they always are going to have their own personality, but this truck, right out of the hole, its first test drive, just super tight and happy and really good. Which is cool because I really like the client that we're sending it to. Really cool guy who really understands what we're out to do here and really appreciates it. Here you can see the front suspension in action with the sway bar doing its thing, and you'll notice the body, you know, for what it is, you know, a 2-ton solid axle vehicle, really stays pretty solid and controls a lot of that radical motion. Certainly a huge transition if you've had any S-ometer time in the stock horse and buggy leaf sprung trucks. Really night and day improvement there. People often that aren't familiar with 4x trucks but are attracted to Icon, you know, come at us and say, well, but does it ride like my LX470? And I always have to sort of explain that no, and it's not supposed to, but at the same time, it is smoother than certainly a Defender or a Jeep JK or especially the G-Wagons. I'm really, I don't know, those trucks seem like they're in conflict with themselves. It's like a truck trying to be a sports car, but it's like amphibious vehicles. Anytime you try and do that, you end up with something that's half-ass on the land and half-ass on the water as well. But anyway, this is a really nasty road, so did some shots of the suspension and drive just to show you how it soaks it up pretty darn well. But here we are, we're at my little glorified little photo booth. It's a really cool little area, horse property right outside of the shop. It's only about 4 miles from the shop, but it's up in the Sierra Madres. Really nice area. So this truck is finished in the volcanic black finish. We do, what is it, 9 standard colors now, but this still seems to be the most popular color that we offer. The insulated soft top's hard to tell from the non-insulated top visually, but they're just a little bit puffier. So what it is the Twill 2 Mercedes Hartz canvas, which is 3 plies, an outer canvas, an inner rubber, and then an inner twill canvas, then an 1/8 inch of jute waterproof insulation, and then another 3-layer Hartz canvas. And then that's all tailored together using YKK Marine, 3M plastics for the window, and we work with the Bentley 10X snaps for the soft top enclosure buckles. And then Nike helps us out on the elastics and the snaps for the enclosures and the roll and scroll on the side panels. As you can see here in the front, this is our latest generation of the LED headlights, which have a bit more of a conservative appearance than the previous model. They're also a bit less blotchy, so I prefer this light pattern. And then, of course, the traditional, or for us traditional, Vision X LED auxiliary lights on the front and the rear. The rear comes automatically when you engage reverse, but there's also the tailgater surprise light switch that's under dash. So there's 2 stainless toggles under the dash for the front and to power up the rear independent. Here on the inside, you'll see the CNC'd aluminum powder-coated instrument panel, the CNC knobs that are then knurled on a 1940s lathe, hand-engraved and enameled. There you see the twin-stick shifter for the T case. Here's the Tuffy console. So running the Alpine, and you see flanking the Alpine are the control switches for the 4 temperature adjustable heated seats. Those are carbon fiber blankets between the foam and the upholstery. Here you see the stainless hold downs for the windshield frame that allows you, when the top is off, to fold the windshield flush upon the hood. We actually sourced those from a cool company owned by Warren Industries, oddly enough, in the Sub-Zero fridge market in, I think, Chicago. These AC vents come from Cessna. That knobby aluminum thing at the top is a center LED with a 140-degree indicator. And here's the matching glove box door and sissy handle and the instrument, or whatever, the gear shifting instructions for tranny and transfer. Here you see our totally unnecessary but exceptionally groovy American-made CNC'd fire extinguisher. That's an ABC. No rattles, nice quick pull. And here you see our CNC'd sport pedals. We used to do rubber inserts on those, but they didn't wear very well, so we just deleted the buggers and left them full metal. Plenty of traction. In this lighting, you can see the seating a little bit better. So the primary material there is Mercedes OEM vinyl. Looks like leather, but wears 10 times better. And here in the middle is our beloved Chilowich, which is made in North Carolina and designed in New York City. And really durable. Adds to utility of the truck in that you won't cook the back of your legs during the summer, and also lets the seat heaters breathe quicker. Here's the optional power steps on this truck, only on the 2nd row, sometimes front and rear. Here's the rear light in your face, and then I'm going to quickly actuate the tire carriers. These have CNC'd ramps that hold them in the open position so they won't come back and kick you until you pull the pull pin. And 2 zippers, 5 10-axes, scroll it and snap it, or another horizontal plane zipper and remove that rear panel. Or for quick access, I usually just do this and tuck it in up top. Nice fat roll. So there you go. And then on the inside of the tailgate, there's a full width locking storage compartment where we put the toolkit, lug wrench, and wheel lock. This truck in the 3rd row has the side-facing jump seats, which actually I think are my favorite, because then when you fold them up, the floor is completely unencumbered of any brackets and really keeps the area sort of max versatile. Let's see what else. That soft top, by the way, if you remove the rack and ladder and remove the whole soft top and frame, you can refit the rack and ladder and still have that utility provision, which is nice. Although I don't think anyone really ever bothers to take the top off. Here's a detail shot showing the 10x snaps and why I use them. So they're brutally expensive, but grade A quality, and it's either that or those twist buckle marine things that break after about the 3rd use. These seats look stock, but they're actually mine designed and manufactured. They're significantly stronger and more reliable than the factory, plus give you a 4-degree rake on the seat back, so they're moderately more comfortable. Then as you move forward to the 2nd row, we run twin buckets with seat heaters as well, which then the matching in the front with a Tuffy. Some clients have us run Tuffies in the 2nd row, and then they enter the 3rd row from the tailgate, but I find that to be quite awkward and recommend leaving the clear pass-through area in the 2nd row with no 2nd console. So there you go. Thanks for looking. I really appreciate everyone's support for our efforts here. Our heart is certainly in our work, and without you guys, I'd have a real job. Icon4x4.com, 818-280-3333. Global shipping arranged. This truck's sold, but bring it on. Thank you.